good morning.
But ready for yoga, for sure.
I'm sore, so I kind of need yoga right now.
Good morning.
I'm ready for him to come home.
So this morning we're all gathering together to do some yoga. We'll have some time to connect with each other, connect with ourselves, and I think it'll be a great start to our very educational day.
Yes, I usually start and end all of my classes with stillness, so it's a chance to connect. Back toes and hands find your right thigh. So you can letting everything go smooth.
You know, I'm not really a morning person, but I do enjoy learning about self-care and everything that has to do with that, and maintaining my sanity with all these kids.
Turn toward the mat, and that right heel's nice and high. Like up and back behind you for a 3. With that right knee, it's just a nice counter pose or counter movement.
All right, so we have about an hour to eat and change. So I know it's a tight turnaround.
An hour?
Yeah. What?
Are you kidding?
What?
An hour.
Yeah, an hour. Come on, we can do it. I have faith. I know your extensive beauty regime takes a while,
It
but
does. It takes more than an hour.
it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
So would you want to put...
It is munchable.
It's so good.
The food is actually like not that bad. I was expecting less because it's a community college.
Assuming that I have the best of intentions, I'm in this room, I'm here learning, I'm with all of you. Assume that I have the best of intentions, even if what I say doesn't necessarily land right with you. Let me know. Give me some constructive feedback. Give each other some constructive feedback.
Breakfast was good. I took the pancakes because I thought they were chocolate chips, but they were blueberry and they were good. The hash brown eats like I didn't expect it to eat just like Dunkin' Donut. My name is Initu. I'm 16 years old, and I'm here to learn about like how SafeBAE like got started and like more about sexual violence, so that I can like open like a program or club through my school, and so that I can like educate people on like more of it.
Yoga this morning was like half yoga and half a workout. Like I was like shaking. I was like, I'm Hector. I'm 15 years old. I'm from New York. I go to school in Brooklyn, and I'm trying to like raise awareness in my school and like trying to figure out ways to actually implement like education about sexual harassment, sexual assault in my school's curriculum.
So today we'll be talking about the history of the campus sexual violence movement. We figured this is a good place to start. So in 1972, a group of women marched through the University of South Florida, demanding safety and resources against sexual violence for survivors.
I'm Arturo, I'm 15 and I'm here to learn. I've had friends who've gone through stuff, I had family members who've gone through stuff, and there's really nothing I felt like I could ever do. I tried my best to comfort them, but in the end, I know my impact was not very large, if at all, and I just want to be able to help if faced with that again, probably when faced with that again.
How many of you came in here knowing what you want to do this year, like as your organizing project? Like you already kind of came in here knowing what you want to do. I see a hand in the back. I see some hands. All right, how many of you don't know yet? Yeah, that's also fine. This is going to help you develop your idea.
I am Jacqueline Friedman. I am the founder and executive director of Educate Us, which is a national sex ed advocacy organization, and I'm a longtime feminist shit stirrer. Theory of change. So I basically talked about how to start from like a big dream goal and break it down and break it down and break it down until you actually know what your plan is to make it less overwhelming to make change. What you want to do is start with your big pie in the sky end goal and then narrow it down until it's the size that you can start thinking, oh, this is something I think I could actually figure out how to do. I love SafeBAE so much. I love how much it's really putting power in the hands of young people and really helping them know how much power they already have.
My name is Anana and I'm 13 years old. I'm going into 9th grade, and I'm here because I want to learn more about sexual violence and how it impacts our communities, and then I want to learn how I can prevent it. There's a lot of sexual harassment at my school, which I think is what got me into this issue. So I started my school's anti-sexual harassment club when I was in 7th grade, like the middle of 7th grade. And since then, this issue like has become really important to me, especially in middle schools, because I feel like when you're younger, people are like, no, this is not happening, this doesn't happen, because you're little and little people do not have problems. But that's really not true.
You always want to start with your long-term objectives. This is your big blue sky thinking, right?
I felt like that went really well. I loved how many students wanted to talk to me afterwards. I feel like that's a really good sign that they're engaged and it got them thinking about what they want to do. And I'm honestly hungry and ready to get to lunch to talk to a few of them about like making plans.
Veggie burger with 4 slices of tomato, because I'm a tomato girl.
We love tomato.
We love tomato, lettuce, 4 slices of watermelon.
Yes.
All right. I'm not entirely sure, but it has ketchup.
They did. The chef said it was a veggie burger.
I don't like vegetables as a whole, so I have ketchup on this because I stand by the fact that ketchup is definitely a vegetable. So
Yes!
I'm excited to go to whatever session I'm about to walk into. I've heard a lot of hype about it, so I'm excited to see if it holds up to all the talk. I'm Isabella. I'm 16 from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here at the SafeBAE Summer Institute. Just here to learn, communicate with other people around my age, to learn how to stop sexual, romantic, teen dating violence.
The reason sex ed is so important that you get it in schools is because you need to be able to communicate not only all of this, but all of this, and if you don't...
Hi, my name is Claudia, but you know, everybody call me CC. I'm 17. I applied for this program just because I wanted to like learn more about like sexual health and also like to, you know, probably have it in my school because my school don't have shit that has to do with sex ed or like health classes, so yeah.
Don't have an opportunity to practice when things get heated up, your loins is loining, okay? You don't have the communication skills or the words to talk about pleasure. And if you can't talk about pleasure, it makes it a lot harder to understand consent. Because consent should not just be about, yes, I want to have sex.
I love the way she built that intersection between consent and pleasure and kind of laid out why talking about pleasure sets a foundation for having healthy communication with sexual partners.
How many people here have gotten sex ed in your school? Raise your hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A few of you. We're going to teach you how to communicate and understand setting boundaries, okay? We want to encourage that sex is pleasurable. For the many years that I've taught, I tell you what, I'll be like, listen, if you don't like it, you ain't got to do it.
Well, hi, I'm Michelle Hope, and I'm a sexologist. And I came here to work with the kids of SafeBAE. They're not really kids, they're young adults, and they're super dope humans. I think comprehensive sex ed is really important for middle and high school students because all young people deserve to have access to education and information that is affirming, that is accurate, and that is inclusive to give them the tools necessary to live safe and healthy lives.
How many people here have ever had a conversation with their parents about sex? Okay, and how, if any of you would be open to share, how was that conversation?
I feel like me and my mom were really close, so it wasn't really as awkward. I feel like it was still like, mom, you know?
And you said, what was that like?
It was more like a lecture. Don't do it. You'll get pregnant. Save yourself for the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
You know.
My name is Valeria Torres. I'm 17 years old, and I am here because I want to make my school a safer environment for survivors and one where they feel comfortable speaking out. That whole, like, my mind is boggled at that whole sexual education. My sexual education ended in 6th grade, so like.
I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes, and my goal is I want every single person to ask just one question that you've always wondered about. Because I have a feeling I probably can answer it, and no question is a dumb question.
The most common question I get about sex from young people usually is about the G-spot.
Is the G-spot real? Talk about what an orgasm is. Very great question, very great question. So, orgasms. Orgasms is the body's response to pleasure. Now, penis in half. Right? If this is like, so.
Oh my god, she's hilarious. She's so funny. When she put the hood over her head and like was like a she was so funny. I love her.
The hood, okay? So if my face is the clitoris, the hood is there to protect.
Like, if I had seen it when I was 16, it would have been like life-changing, I swear, because I'm just really glad like the kids got to see like, you know, just like honesty about like surrounding sex and like conversations with that, especially since a lot of them haven't gotten sex education.
Again, the most important part of great sex is the brain. Your brain's gotta be in it, right? There's something called the pudendal nerve, which runs down the spine and communicates messages from your genitalia area to your brain to let you know, I'm really feeling this. I'm feeling good, okay?
It was refreshing to see like the anatomy and the kind of science that she brought. And I didn't know as much about STDs as she was describing.
See yourself in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say, you know what, babe? I really like it from behind. That might be my favorite position. Because that can be an awkward thing to say. How do you know if you had an orgasm? People are like, oh, let me just rub on the clit. It's not a DJ booth, okay? So let's not a DJ booth. How can one overcome porn addiction and have a healthy sex relationship? Stop watching porn. How do I even begin to learn about sex ed? Great question. Majority of pornography is based on men's pleasure or rape assault. They are rooted in misogyny. What are alternatives to discover your pleasure? What's the difference between circumcised and uncircumcised penis? Does it make sex different? What's the point of sex? What type of STD prevention is there from non-penis vagina sex? Dental dams.
That was really interesting. That was good. I learned about scissoring, the clitoris. Always fascinated about that. So it was a really good session.
Michelle's sex ed session was definitely not the sex ed we would have gotten in schools, but I think everyone was appreciative to be able to hear from someone who will tell us the entire truth.
One thing I learned was a lot more about just sex ed in general and getting kind of more emphasis on needing communication and how sex is about pleasure. I feel like I've never learned something in that case before, and it was really interesting to learn, and I feel like I can connect it to so many different things.
I'm feeling pretty exhausted. I'm not really sure what I just said to those young people because it was so much in so little time.
I'm looking forward to going to Portland, actually we're in Portland, going downtown Portland and shopping a little bit and walking around and being outside just because we've been inside for most of the day.
I'm so excited. They've been looking forward to just going out and hanging all day, so I think it'll be a good treat for them after, taking all these notes.
I am not looking forward to bringing people into Portland. It is my personal hell.
Oh no.
Okay. Please, can I go upstairs? Please. Like you should. They're doing the Highlander. Period. We got the ride. Oh my God, this is really cute. We love her. This is everything. 7. Okay, Highlander's done. Once you're in the My mental is have to play good cop, bad cop. But you have to be bad cop now.
Okay, I'm fine with that. With who?
Everyone. Okay, come here. So got it. Message.
It's amazing.
Wait, so someone from the 4th floor
There was a noise complaint from the 4th floor.
received a complaint about some noise. We don't know who it was. It's not important who it was. It was one of us, which is the only thing that matters, okay?
Ultimately, moral of the story, we've had a good time so far. I know that we're tired, but tomorrow we're gonna continue to have a good time.
Theo!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Period.
You think so? Do you guys think this would be my mom's fiance has a bulldog, but they're about to die. So do you think this would be a weird gift? Like, who wouldn't want that?
What is that?
It's a pigeon. It's like a really fat pigeon.
Great. It's so great. I'm so happy to be here. We're gonna go get ice cream.
We're going to get ice cream!
Woo! Even though we're the locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine.
We know where to go.
Yeah.
Delish. I love it. It's the go-to. And yeah. It's been a long day, but totally worth it. It's been so much fun. Yeah. And the ice cream is a great way to end the day, so totally worth it. And go buy something.
How many
Maybe
times,
something Bigfoot themed, but
how many
nothing
times
weed
can you
themed.
say made in one sentence?
You want me to try again?
Yeah, I feel like I would be a fun drinking game.
So we got the pen, and we got the stickers, and I have your sticker, Sam.
So we just got back from taking the kids out to Portland to do some souvenir shopping and stuff.
And now that everyone's back, I feel much better, much less anxious about the whole thing. Would I do it again? No.
My time in the city was great. It was very, I don't want to say free because that feels weird, but a lot more freedom than I would typically get going with a program anywhere. Ice cream, but I can't see it in the moment. I think I'm eating ice cream. Because the ice cream was falling apart in my hand.
I mean, bringing them in there in the beginning wasn't bad. I thought it was fine. We went to this little pottery store. I got a cat mug, I think. I don't really remember.
Alright, so there's Team Ayla and there's Team Theo. Now, I'm biased, but I'm Team Ayla. I haven't gotten a head count of how many people are on Team Ayla, but given Theo's stern talking, I'm willing to bet that there's a lot more people on Team Ayla now.
I need to shower because I feel like a slob. And then I'm gonna go try to find a chocolate martini because I deserve it at this point.